Yeah, Brennan, I think so. Obviously, the worry was always a bit about that rustiness and combinations. I guess the same like Michael had with his team, who hasn't played for a while. And I think that came through during the game. It was a stop-start game, and certainly at stages there was a bit frustrating the way that the game went. But there was individuals, without a doubt, like Herschel and a few other guys that showed they're comfortable at this level. And I guess that's definitely one of the things we wanted to see. So yeah, that's very pleasing. Yeah, listen, you don't want to praise a guy too much, but you can't do other than praise him for the way he played tonight. Because I think if you take it straight from Super Rugby or where he was last year, Currie Cup Rugby, Super Rugby, and then to Test Match Rugby, and then just the way his service, his box kicks, the technical things, and then his grit on defence, and then the way he attacked, was just awesome. So. Hopefully he can just grow from here. He's certainly the confidence is high now, but the opposition will just be tougher and tougher, and the World Cup lies ahead. So, but it's a great start for him. So he can be very proud of the performance.
Rassie, and then Kobus came on and also seemed to play really well. Just a year ago, scrum half was a bit of a position where you were looking around quite good. I mean, how happy are you that one game in 2019 suddenly you seem to have three guys who can really do the job?
Look, things change in a week very quickly, injury-wise and form-wise and those kind of things. So as we sit here tonight, we're really happy. Last year at stages we were really happy with the way the other nines performed. If you take Ambrose against Scotland and even against England, we had to try a few things to see who's the right guys, who fits in, who can adapt to the way we want to play and do the different departments of the game, not just on attack and defense. There's so many different facets of the game, and we had to try a few things to get we're nowhere, but where we are today in terms of squad depth, not in performance, and squad depth. And I think we can say at least at 9 we know who is available and who can do what, and that's a good sign. So yes, I think if you count Ambrose and Ivan and Louis Schroeder, all the guys we've tried, we exactly know now who we have, and now it's a matter of consolidating and making sure that when we hit the World Cup, all of those guys are fit and in form.
Rassie, well, I think you'll be probably the first to admit it wasn't a perfect performance. So that first half, you guys had quite a bit of luck on your side.
Yes.
The 2 tries that we disallowed as well.
Yeah, without a doubt. No, it goes around and comes around. Last year, England, it didn't go our way with high tackle. We could have won the match, and against France we could have lost the match, and so it goes for you sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. We were very lucky today. They knocked a ball over the try line, a forward pass when they could have scored, and we would have been under the pump. Same as last year when we played New Zealand, when they scored a try, they could have been called back for a forward pass. So when it comes your way, you must take it and say thanks for that. But no, we're under no doubt that this was not close to a world-class performance. That's why I think more the individuals that stood out in the game and that put their hand up for Test Match Rugby, Brennan. I think that's the biggest take-home message we can take from this. The way we played is definitely not the quality that will get us into playoffs at World Cup level, and we expected that because it's just a team that hasn't played together for 8 or 9 weeks.
Rassie, to what extent did this performance challenge the plans you may have made for next week?
Well, there's 13 guys already there, and there's 8 flying tonight with us, with the coaches, and then there's another, I can't remember how many flying on Sunday. So we will be arriving there on Monday, and the guys who flew over there know that they'll probably be in the mix in the 23. But there's no guarantees that they will start. And then the guys who's flying over tonight know that some of them might start, and some of the guys who flies on Sunday might even be on the bench as well. Logistically, it's always a challenge to book tickets in advance and know exactly who's going to get injured, who's going to play well, who's not going to play well. So we'll sit on the plane and do our analysis. But the nice thing is, we'll at least have guys who's used to the time zones, or the bulk of the guys who's used to the time zone on that side, who's acclimatized and ready, and also lack a number of game time. A lot of them will lack game time, but at least they'll be fresh. So, we'll only select the team on the flight over there now and consolidate that on Sunday. But yes, there's a few guys tonight that will make us think. Die plan was, the Afrikaans.
You can do
Afrikaans. Ja, die plan was 31. Maar nou het daar so 'n paar ouens bietjie beter gespeel. So ons gaan dalk gaan na 34 toe. Ja, gaan na die plan was om 31, 32 oor te vat, maar daar het vanaand 'n paar ouens hulle hand opgesteek wat ou dalk nie gaan los nie en dalk gaan ons kyk na so 34, 35.
Kan jy vir ons sê wie die moontlikheidsspelers wat jy gaan saamvat?
Ag ons gaan nou lekker, ek wil nou lekker op die vliegtuig sit en werk. Ons gaan dalk nog 'n paar ouens op maandag ook oorvat, jy weet. So Percy, ons vlieg oor en ons gaan Nieu-Seeland toe, dan speel ons daar en dan bly ons daar. Ons kom nie terug Suid-Afrika toe nie en dan gaan ons reguit van daar af Argentinië toe. So ons gaan nie Nieu-Seeland toe kom terug en dan gaan ons Argentinië toe nie. So ons gaan Nieu-Seeland toe, dan ons 'n week langer dat ons daar bly en gaan ons van daar af Argentinië toe. So ons is 'n halwe kamp in Nieu-Seeland voor ons Argentinië toe gaan. So ons gaan dalk bietjie meer ouens oorvat Nieu-Seeland toe omdat dit ons 'n 2 weke kamp het, as jy verstaan wat ek sê. So dalk gaan ons 'n groter squad wat op die beplanning was 31, 32, maar dis 'n paar manne wat vanaand vir my gesê het hulle moet dalk saam gaan. So ons gaan eers bietjie ons huiswerk doen nou op die vlug en dan sal daar dalk 'n paar ouens ons maandag ook nog op 'n vlug kom en by ons aansluit. Maar ek kan nie nou vir jou sê nie. Ek moet eers gaan kyk.
Kan jy net ter opsomming op dit spaar, wat jy wyser geword het in die wedstryd vandag en watter spelers veral nuweling hulle vir jou ordentlik hande opgesteek om te sê hulle wil ook voordat die dominee groep is?
Ag, dus weet jy, ek wil eers regtig ordentlik gaan kyk na die ding. Julle die obvious ouens het uitgestaan wat goed gespeel. Almal weet Herschel het goed gespeel. Ek dink ou soos Franssteyn het baie goed gedoen toe hy opgekom het op die 12 kanaal. Ek dink jy weet Reinhard was solid, Marcel het goed gespeel toe hy opgekom het. Ek dink Francois Lou was baie goed geweest. Maar ek sê dit nou soos oor die game emosioneel gekyk het, weet ek wil gaan sit en kyk en na al die goeters gaan kyk en ordentlike huiswerk doen voor ek nou regtig gekom het. Ek het hom maar baie soos julle gekyk. Jy weet, so ek wil hom gaan ordentlik kyk voor ek regtig oor ouens individue praat asseblief.
What have you learned or are you still scratching your head about the number 12? So you made the change to say under the players and for France there, Andre can't say his best game.
I think the yellow card he got is probably something that clutters one's view about his game, because actually before that he had 2 wonderful tackles. Before he made that high tackle, he had a wonderful grubber through there. If the thing bounced up, he would have scored there. So sometimes a yellow card like that, I agree with you. Overall, you feel he didn't have a great game. But, between him and Damien Allende and France that can play 12 for us and Andre that can slot in at 12, I don't think we'll look very much further for other 12s. I think between those boys, they'll fight it out for who will make the eventual World Cup squad for us. I don't think we'll look further than another 12. So, yes, we know exactly what we have in Andre. He's done some good work for us. He had a high tackle tonight, which almost cost us. I mean, they scored tries. When your 12 gets injured, it's tough to defend against a quality team like Australia. But no, sometimes he does wonderful things. So it will be tough just to judge him on that one high tackle. But I thought France did really well when he came on at 12.
Sorry, I'm mindful of the time. So can we just take 2 more? Sorry.
Rassie, before the game you spoke of Folau not being there for Australia.
They had us in the air.
Do you have more frequent high kicks or different targets because of that effect?
No, but I must be honest with you, they still had our number in the air, Australia. Nick got some great box kicks and both Forge and the other winger, Eilert Petty were awesome in the air. I think the second half we were better. We got some eyeballs back, but the first half they totally caught us off guard. We were totally expecting a long kicking game like they did last year the whole time, and with Nick kicking those box kicks and the way those 2 wingers competed the whole first half, we were 60% in our own half just because of the box kicks. So that one I got wrong. We were still beaten in the air without a doubt.
Christo?
Rassie, just your expectancies of Saturday's test in Wellington. It's a place where you guys won last year. What's your feeling on the test and what do you expect to happen there?
Sorry, can I just ask if Rassie can answer that in Afrikaans as well?
Yes, yeah. Maar eers Engels. Obviously, man, it's so tough with this week to have picked a team that people don't think we disrespect Australia, and because we are playing the number 1 team in the world next week, and that's how big the test match is. And with the travel arrangements, we are flying now in the next hour just to try and be fresh and have a chance against the world's number 1 team. And I mean, that's the reason why we send a few boys over early, so they can at least be fresh when we play there. Otherwise, you just won't stand a chance. That's the reason we played some of the other guys in this game. So that's how important the game is for us there. So we're going to try and win the test match, first of all. And, the last 3 test matches we played against New Zealand at Newlands, it was 2 points. Then there, we were lucky to beat them with 1 or 2 points. And then here, they beat us with 2 points. So the last 3 test matches, New Zealand, South Africa, there was 6 points in it, So we're expecting a massive one. Obviously, they're playing at home. And we know what that means. And we play at the same field where we played last. It was a massive test match. And they'll be waiting for us there. They only send a few boys over to Argentina, and they'll have a fresh team as well. So, I think it's one of those big ones.
How many guys have you sent over, and which of the management team have gone over already?
Well, there's 13 guys over, plus a physio, a doctor, conditioning coach, logistics manager, and a media manager, and now 8 players and 4 coaches are going over tonight. Oh, ja. Sorry. Nee, die toets is obviously groot vir ons, en dis hoekom dit so moeilik was dat mense nie dink ons disrespekteer Australië nie. Dis maar net logisties was dit moeilik as jy teen die nommer 1 span in die wêreld speel volgende naweek en jy kom eers op 'n Dinsdag aan en jy het 1 oefening voor jy met teen hulle speel. So dis maar hoekom ons die 13 ouens oorgespeel het, gestuur het daai kant toe om net vars ouens daar te hê, en dis hoekom ons vanaand vir die 4 coaches oorvlieg met 8 nog spelers en om 'n kans teen hulle te staan. Hulle is nou 1 span in die wêreld, en jy het ons in die laaste 3 toetse tussen Nieu-Seeland en Suid-Afrika was dit 2 punte op Nieuweland. In Wellington was ons lucky met 1 punt, en op beloftes was ons swak geweest om die laaste minuut te verloor met 2 punte. So die laaste 3 toetse, Nieu-Seeland, Suid-Afrika, was daar 2 punte of 1 punt in elke game. So dis hoe groot die toets vir ons is, en is 'n wegtoets in Nieu-Seeland, en ons weet waarvoor ons in is. Dit gaan 'n groot wees.
Okay, sorry, because we got it.
Is dit nie langer, just oor Singapore is mos 'n langer, is dit nie 'n langer roete of hoe werk dit?
Budget.
Okay. Thanks very much.